He stumbled across something he never expected. His ex-girlfriend, 5 years after their breakup, had become a top-tier screenwriter. The love story she wrote was packing theaters, and it came out of nowhere to become the biggest box office surprise of the season. So he bought a ticket. He had to see what kind of story she had written. What he didn't see coming was running into her right there in the theater. First time seeing each other in 5 years. John was convinced the whole thing was staged. She just wanted to show up at the peak of her success and watch him squirm. So before Rachel could get a single word out, he said something cold and cutting and got out of there fast. Then a few days later, she showed up in front of him again. He was ready to walk away without a second thought, but Rachel stopped him. She told him she had turned their story into a screenplay. A well-known director had picked it up, and it was already moving into production. The only reason she came to find him was to ask if he'd composed the score. John said no on the spot. Her confidence rubbed him the wrong way. To him, saying yes would feel like accepting charity, and that would just prove he couldn't make it on his own. But Rachel wasn't offering out of pity. She came to him because she genuinely believed in his talent. In the end, John said yes, because more than anything, he needed to prove something to himself. When Rachel came by the studio, John already had the theme song ready, but when she heard what he'd written, she went quiet. Then she suggested dropping the female vocalist, and proposed that John sing it himself. They had barely stepped into the recording booth when the lock on the door jammed. All they could do was wait for someone to come let them out. After a stretch of silence, John was the first to speak. He'd been sitting with a question that didn't add up. The screenplay was based on their relationship, but there was one detail that was clearly off. In real life, he was the one who confessed first. In the script, it was Rachel. She didn't answer his question. Instead, she told him the truth about why they broke up.